After that conversation all about sports, baby, if your tummy is grumbling right now, I do not blame you, because at this hour, I feel like something good should come your way. And we've got a quick and easy breakfast recipe for you, just for you this morning. This puff pastry breakfast pie combines a golden flaky crust with creamy cheese as well as eggs and crispy bacon. It's going to be absolutely delicious. We're also going to top it with some sesame seeds, and then any fresh greens you have, from parsley to rocket, it's going to be just as good. And it's the perfect savory treat to whip up for breakfast or brunch, whatever it may be. And I feel like I'm going to cook for you today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love? I love it when you talk about sports as a general
Because
thing.
it's sports.
Because it's sports, and you're a fan of sports, eh?
I'm learning. I'm figuring it out. I'm becoming a fan of sports.
Which sports?
Soccer, and basketball.
Nice. Non-traditional South African sport. No, and the ridiculous thing is, after this year, with the amount of fitness that you're being thrown into, you're going to have a baseline training in literally every sport. And now,
I'm excited.
Culinary skills as well. No, we're unbelievably proud and thankful that you have thrown yourself into this physical journey.
Yeah.
This journey looks awesome, and I'm glad that we are throwing ourselves into that. What is that?
It's so good.
Get out.
It is a puff pastry breakfast pie, and it's going to be
goodness.
so easy. So all you have to do is mix together a couple of
All
good
right.
things here. You want cheese duty.
Okay.
So you're going to go
I'm
cream
feeling
cheese,
super cheesy.
regular cheese, feta cheese, all in
Wow.
one.
All the cheeses.
All the cheeses. In fact, you could use this either for the top or you could put it inside. Well, let's do both.
Okay.
So this
I
has
like
been
that, covering all your bases.
This has been blind baked as well, so that means it's already gone in the oven for like 5 minutes. 'Cause
Okay.
With puff pastry, you either have to work with it cold, or you can blind bake it so that it doesn't get all weird and soggy at the bottom. So we're going to go in with our cheese once you're done.
The way you said that was like you've made this about 500 times, and it's like, oh, I don't want
like
that to
a pro
happen
in the
again.
kitchen. I don't know what to tell you, Gray. You know, Carl really roasted me, and he called me out on social media, and he said, I'm such a pro at baking that I thought that the air fryer could fry air. And I said, Carl,
Wow.
why are you telling people my secrets like this?
But I thought it did fry air. I thought that's what it was made to do. I didn't.
Why would you call it an air fryer if it doesn't fry
wasn't.
air?
I'm returning mine, gee whiz.
So you're going to mix that together. That forms the base of this. It's going to be so
Okay.
good. There's also a term called docking or docking.
Okay,
So
okay.
basically, you can pierce the puff pastry so that when it goes in, it gets nice and crispy at the base. Because
Right.
no one likes a soggy bottom, you know?
No one. Certainly not on a Friday.
No,
okay?
on any
Firm.
day.
We
Firm
want that
bottom.
bottom to be
A perky
firm
bottom.
and perky, yeah, man.
job,
That
Gray.
feels pretty mixed. At first, I was wondering how this was all going to come together, because they feel like 3 different materials.
Trying to blend in one.
Trying to merge, but I
Fine.
think that looks actually
I
pretty
think
good.
you did a fantastic
I think you
job.
can.
Now the ultimate test, can it spread?
Yeah. There we go.
Yes.
And look, I don't think there's exactly a textbook for spreading giant cheese with a giant spatula
Onto a giant puff
utensil on a
pastry.
giant puff pastry. Yeah, exactly. So I think you're right. I don't think there's
And
a rule to
also,
break.
you know that rustic is always what we say when things don't
Yes.
work out.
Oh, no, it's intentional, because it looks more natural. We don't want to be intimidating and create these things that people are like, oh, I can never make that.
You know what I mean?
Most people look at our stuff and go, yeah, no, I could really make that easily.
do that.
I think
Okay, I think that's enough. So you don't want to go
Okay.
too far on the edges, because then it's going to go on over.
it's going to just ooze everywhere.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, so we're
So-
making a couple then, because we've got some mixture to
You can actually just
spare.
eat that as is. And then we put the bacon on. You could do this either way. You can cut it up, you can dice it, you can use diced bacon. But because we're using slices, you're going to eventually cut it up anyway. So
For
everyone
sure,
gets
yeah,
a bite.
they'll get their portions.
Yeah.
And I like that, because then you kind of ensure a liberal flavour
Yes,
everywhere. You know?
agreed.
Because the bacon here, obviously, it's got the beautiful fats in it that are going to render while you're cooking it like this,
Exactly.
which I think is just
let me see.
miraculous.
Eggs. Do you
Egg
crack with
wells.
one hand?
I actually got taught
that
by Herman Lensing not to do it like that, funny enough.
Yeah, no.
You
was the
just
bad
gave up
way.
on that egg. You
The yolk broke.
Oh, shame. Okay.
You want a perfect
Well,
yolk.
look, my son
Do you
is
want
like, my son is
One
like, for some reason, he's become a hard egg person, and I just don't know how to deal with it. We're seeing a counsellor. We haven't quite figured it out yet. But, there we
Oh, it's okay.
Too bad.
We love her anyway.
But funny enough, he reckoned you break it on a flat surface like this so that you don't break the egg. Because if there's a hard edge going into the shell, that's often because you don't know where the yolk is resting.
Oh my gosh. I've never thought about
but
where
yeah,
yolk
we like
rested.
kids with hard eggs, soft egg preferences, we love to treat them all. It's not so bad.
So yours is actually terrible.
Yeah, I know. Just get on there, kid. There we
Okay,
go.
then we have some egg wash for, you already used this, but it's okay because egg on egg
egg on egg is all good.
Then we're just going around the edges. Your edges are ready.
Do you know what I'm
taken care
thinking is what you could even do was create little wells with the bacon to help with the egg or the.
That's a great
maybe
idea.
that might help the process. But I think you can have so much fun with this with your kids. I always
Yeah.
I know circle back to that, but if you can create a meal experience, something that everyone can actually be involved with, it's amazing how much better the eating part goes.
Yeah, I can
because kids are
imagine.
invested in it. It's fun, and this is how you discover new flavors.
Because I've heard of like picky eaters. I mean,
They
I was a
all
kid that
are.
ate
No, they are.
everything.
No,
so-
kids are picky eaters. Just
Oh.
by well, they're different, and I've got two very different children who like completely different things. So you've
So do
just
you
gotta
cook
be,
like separate meals for everyone?
often it ends up feeling like that, but. The main thing is you want to tick all nutritional boxes, and
that's
often
true.
to get that right, you really, really have to get creative.
Yeah.
And this is
Creative.
super creative. I love this. Absolutely
So
love
you would
it.
bake this for 12 to 15 minutes. How do you like your eggs? There's only one right answer to this.
Soft, man.
Soft,
Soft. It's surely like this. You want to see the oozage over all the other stuff. That's great.
As you cut it in. So 12 to 15 minutes for a soft egg. If you are on the other side, the wrong side of history, then of course you would go a little bit more. But this entire recipe is available on expressoshow.com. I wish it looked more aesthetic, but once it gets in there, I promise you it's going to look like that. I promise
No,
you.
do you know what happens? The second you put the little bits of herbs on it, then
Oh,
it
it
looks like
transforms.
a recipe book
Let's test your
entry. There we go.
theory.
Look at that. Look. Ta-da! Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, my goodness.
So I think after this, we've got a lot to process. We're going to take a
too.
momentary ad break and dive into something truly delicious. And of course, the show continues.
I can't wait. We got so much more. Can you imagine? You thought this was the peak? No, we still got more on the other side of this break.
It's not so bad.
Think?
Oh, you can make